Welcome to
another episode of
Kiss and Tell.
Oh my gosh, guys! Can you notice?
One of them with the intro.
Oh,
It's your host,
Abby
and
Ayo. I'm back again with a beautiful episode just for you. New series and everything.
Yeah.
New location.
new
Should we
location.
buy this building?
Why do you buy something that was donated? That's crazy.
No, we buy it and then we pay them more. Guys, I'm obsessed with buying buildings. Whose fault is it? You show me all those real estate people buying buildings, and now I want all the houses in my name.
See the fear in my eyes. So I'm like, what did I do wrong?
It's not wrong.
It's
You
exactly.
just pumped something that has always been in
I
me.
feel sorry for the person that you share your finances with in the future.
Who are we sharing finances with?
Like your family, like when you want to buy a new building, it's like, Abby, we need to
The
go on
way
that
you,
trip.
the way you want a new bag, I want a new house. Like, give me that house.
Anyway, welcome to Kiss and Tell Academy. And if you're new here, this is not what we usually do. Like we don't dress up like
Literally.
this, like
we
But
always dress up though.
oh yeah, we always
We
got like
get down.
this is our school series for the back to school. So if you guys are going to school, that's September, you're going back to uni, you're going back to high school.
She said, does that exist? But okay.
You're going back to high school, wherever it is that you're going back to. I want to wish you guys, I hope you guys have a very good semester.
A successful one.
Yeah,
An
and
easy one, like no stress, bro.
honestly, and whatever stress it is that you're going through, I hope you're from it and you're able to maneuver the way to you're through that.
Always gonna get easier.
Don't let things stress, because like at the end of the day, if you kill yourself over stress, the world is still gonna move on. So you wanna be part of the moving on.
Maybe like one thing outside what we are about to discuss.
Yeah.
What's one goal mentally that like we have physical goals, academic goals. Like what's one mental goal that's closer to like
Academic goals?
that's pivoted in your academics that you have for this new
I actually
semester?
listed them down today, like kind of squeezing my notion. But like one that I feel like is very important. Here's the thing, right? In the beginning of semester, I'm like club, social activities, all of that, and school. Not that schoolwork is not priority, but it kind of beginning.
falls behind.
Yeah. Then when it's like started getting middle and we have midterms and we have exams and all assignments are due, it's now schoolwork. Now I want to find a way to be able to
Balance it.
balance those two things out together, because like when I'm in that schoolwork mode, I get so frustrated and
Because now there's so much to do.
and so I won't say depressed, but like kind of very sad and very down feeling, and
Because you feel like you've not used your time
exactly
well.
I've not accomplished what I want to accomplish. So I want to be able to like balance those two out together and
Figure it out.
What's yours?
Oh, mine. I feel like I saw a light blink, so I was like distracted. But I feel like mine will be just prioritizing what matters. But then I also really, really want to like take it easy. Not take it easy like lounge. Like take it easy, but like be my most productive self. Because I feel like I have really major courses this semester, and I have really big goals, but I feel like those big goals are usually easier to achieve when the courses are not as serious. But I want to achieve those goals with these courses, so I know there's nothing God cannot do, and I'm like so ready because I know there's that girl in me. But I feel like the previous semester I was really overwhelmed over so many things.
Like so little things.
Like
they feel so little
they feel
now.
so little now because now you've gone through it. But like in that moment, I'm just like, my life will stop. Like guys, I'm literally losing my mind. It's so cold. Why am I like? Everything was just like chaotic. I just want to take it easy and like today a new day is here. Tomorrow is a new day. I know you're tired. Maybe I've closed or whatever. I just want it to be a day at a time, but also like grinding hard. And I cannot wait to testify. Like this is what I have achieved by the grace of God, because I know it's possible, and I know like that hard worker is in me, because bro, they slaved me up in high school, so there's nothing.
Another one, I feel like I won in marketing internships so bad, so bad.
Do you know it's coming? You've been talking about it for
like so bad. I'm like, if you guys don't make me an intern, I will be your competition. Like, do not ever don't tempt me, because like I want it so bad. I'm like, if I don't work under you, Oh my god,
I'll
you will
make the baddest marketing.
Like you will compete with me. So like for all the marketing agencies where we live, over years and years, like
She said, get me in your team or I'll become your baby.
you don't know, like I literally have like the best ideas. Like
but
somebody I know was like, they don't know what you're missing out on, and that's fact. You don't know what you're missing out on, because I can literally sit down in one place and create the whole ad for you.
Literally.
Anyway.
I feel like another goal I have is like to do something in, I don't know if it's club or societies.
Yeah.
Like I know I need it.
Yeah.
But I don't have the
energy.
Yeah, for it. Because I'm like, I'll have church, I'll have school, I have content, I have the new business, I have kiss and tell. And then someone wants me to get in a call at 9 p.m. Please. No, I don't know.
That one is a different case actually, because like the ones I was in wasn't like that.
They were easier.
Yeah, like
because
the
I know it's
one,
good for
like that's why I wanted that one so bad, so that I can.
Anyway, God will work it out. We just need to be present and like let him align us with his will and his, what he needs us to do this semester.
Guys, let me tell you guys a funny story. So here we are. We decided to take pictures in this building that we're currently in, and then we sat on these chairs and we're like, something crazy.
You said it.
No, we said. Something crazy. Because I said it's crazy. Because why do you agree? So
no,
we say.
I always like. You always. I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but I like how you dream. Like, I think I mentioned it when I was like the first time when you introduced me to the vlog podcast. I was like, I admired how you carried the dream. And like for the longest time in Barney, it's like, I want to start a podcast, but it was low-key a joke. And then now like you really brought it up, like brought it out. So every time you like say something, it's like she's actually been thinking about it, or she'll tell you, oh, have you done this? Oh, Fumbi, have you posted? Oh, Fumbi, have you filmed? Oh, Abby, have you done this and that? It's like she holds the dream. So it's like I really admire her. Low-key, I'm just like, oh, so what do we do? And then I'll just do it.
Oh my god, that just makes me feel so
no, but
like,
oh my god, I appreciate it.
Like, oh, that makes me feel so validated.
No,
guys, let's go into today's episode before I start on you record. Before I start on you records, honestly, I've just been feeling some type of weird way. Like, I know I say I will not allow certain things to affect me, but I've been feeling I've been feeling like I made like bad mistake. Like, that's actually how I've been feeling. I'm like,
about what?
Whatever it is I did recently, I've been feeling like I actually made a bad mistake. I'm like, this is gonna come and bite me back. I'll be like, I'm trying to empty myself from that and just like focus my energy on
something different.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's valid because it's something, first of all, it was making you money.
Yeah.
So it's just like I've just thrown away an opportunity, but it's not worth your mental health.
Right, guys, actually, do you want to know the funny part about things is like at this moment that I am having right now and I'm here and like, do you know number of things I actually did today?
Today, exactly.
Yeah. So if I was still in that space, I wouldn't have the time or chance to do any of that. Because once I'm out of that space, I have to mentally heal. And by the time I'm done mentally healing,
physically shower, mentally heal.
By the time I'm like, guys, I shower with hot water. But the kind of hot water I poured on my body, I knew that mentally I wasn't okay.
Because your body is painful,
like,
you're tired.
And I was just there. Like, I was literally I wasn't doing anything. I was literally in the shower, just there. I'm just thinking about my life. Like, is this really it? Like, because I was like, no. But like, it's okay to everything,
It's gonna work out. You'll appreciate what that opportunity did.
Yeah.
Because there was a goal and maybe that goal wasn't achieved, but you were really close to it. It was a season, and even if it has come to an end, it's okay to like mourn it a little bit. But there's a next season, and it's gonna be as beautiful or even more beautiful.
Yeah, I hope so. But anyway, let's get into this episode. Like, the sun is coming out because it was kind of a little bit like, so I love it. But okay.
So on today's episode, ooh, that would be nice to follow the TikTok. Guys, are you following us on TikTok?
Yeah, on Instagram. Like, we're making more content, and our producer made like a TikTok for you guys vlog,
and
like,
it's so cute. She's like,
guys,
in her content creator era.
Anyway, so go check that out.
Yes, please.
Okay, so what are we talking about today?
We are talking about what do you wish they told you
Mm-hmm.
Yes, now. What do you wish they told you before?
Well, you
Sorry.
Wait,
Let me go to
malfunction.
Wait, guys. We are very sorry.
No, that was see, look at that was so.
We need our pillow. Oh yeah, speak calm now.
Okay.
Because I was referring to the weekly chat.
Yeah. Yeah, but that was we're supposed to talk about
the second one.
No, it was the second one. We're supposed to talk about.
This is the first one.
Yeah.
So this is the one.
Shit. Holy egg. Is there another one after that?
I think you didn't highlight the second.
No, I'm supposed to take it tonight.
How did you feel?
Yeah, but that was right, guys. Sorry, miscommunication. We've been going through a lot planning today.
Bro,
like we're honestly also confused. But anyway, we're talking about the reality of moving away.
Exactly.
For school.
Far away. God, please help me not to overyap. Amen. Guys, we've been praying, girl. Like the things that go through your mind.
Yeah.
But anyway, tell us the reality of moving away.
How did you feel moving away? Were you excited?
First of all, I could not wait to leave because like I took a gap year that was unintentional. Like I was with this agency and they were low-key racist-ish. They were not prioritizing a certain race according to the observation, but also like I'm not blaming them because maybe that was just God's timing, because I would have been in the other batch and I would have met you guys and like I don't know how my life would have been then. I know it will still be amazing, but this is my life and I love it. So I took a gap year. It wasn't the best year because now it's me seeing my friends in school and like having to stay in the house. Like I was taking care of my sister, which I loved, but also, you know, like when you feel like you have no other purpose, it's like in the morning you wake up, you get the baby ready, you stay in the house, you clean, you will go out sometime. Like it was just, I was tired. Like I literally used to break down. I'm like, why am I in the house all the time? I appreciate it, but I don't want to be here. Like I feel like I'm already old. Like, so I was excited to move away. Yeah, I was like, I couldn't wait.
Same.
She said like, what she said.
Like I was like, I don't get.
Bye. Did you take a gap year?
Oh no, I did not.
Like so immediately after. How many months did you take? Was it like just the summer and
just
then
the summer? Like I already felt behind because it's like in Nigeria, secondary school, you graduate at 16.
Oh, not 18?
No, and because I was taken back, so I had to graduate high school year 18. At that time, I was still talking to a lot of people. Back home.
So they have gone to uni.
Yeah, because a lot of them was private university, so they just went inside and like, I'm like, I haven't got to uni yet. So
that feeling, it's just it's like I'm happy for you guys, but oh my gosh, what happens to me? Like I'm such a failure of my life.
There was a time actually even almost lied, like, but I was just like, I actually can't be bothered. It's the facts, like, but I just feel very disgusted. Like I'm just like, I feel like they've moved forward from their life and I'm still where I am.
But I feel like also it was a mentality of like, you know, the way in high school, like you guys feel like life will move the same way. Because like that's how in primary school, like we finished primary school and then like we entered high school and it feels like we should go on together. So like finishing high school and like some people are getting pregnant, others are not going to go to uni, others are like now going to go to the same path, others will wait before, you know, like it's so different once high school finishes and like that's just something
and then you have to figure out what you want in life and stuff like that. So like I feel like I can wait for uni to finish. Like I look forward to graduating, don't get me wrong, but I actually can't wait. Like
you can.
I will wait.
We will wait.
Exactly, because like imagine like how high school felt so different. So imagine graduating uni, how different that would be. So now we have to be like at our own o'clock. Like
so the waiting. I feel like with high school it was the future seemed promising. It's
so promising.
It felt promising. Like, of course, like we are hoping on the Lord, and you know, like it's gonna work out either way. But then it felt like personally, I was like, oh, I have this. Like, I felt like I had performed okay.
Yeah.
Like I had a chance. I had a shot to get into a good university, which I did, because like. It's a good uni either way. Plus, I didn't even have a dream uni. I was just reading like a mad person. But then getting to uni, and first of all, you are rejected for a few things, and you're like, oh, maybe I'm not that good.
Yeah, that's not that feeling.
That feeling is terrible. But then you have to go and like understand that that's not your fault. This is just how the world works. But then for finishing uni, personally, how I feel is life is now really real.
Yeah.
Because right now in uni, it's like we are adults, but we also have kind of like a past to be kids.
Yeah.
Like we are still considered, like you can still tell your mom to send you money and she will send you money. But now after uni, especially like after 2 years, it's like, bro, like life needs to have, you know, solidified. So I'm a bit scared for that. It's like I need a house, I need to start driving, I need to almost get engaged. It's a lot. Yeah.
Guys, soon we'll be celebrating my almost 3 years. I'm in a learner's permit, and I already have the cake picked out. I will invite you guys. Don't worry about it.
You understand? This summer you have to drive. Summer is gone.
I invite you guys to it. Like, I just had that thought in my mind, because like me and my friend were making a joke about it. Like, I'll walk, and we're like, you know, I should make a whole party and make a whole thing.
Bro, just accept it at this time. Maybe because you're not accepting it, that's why it's staying for so long.
Yeah,
it's going.
It's going, but stay for the like next couple more years. But anyway, that aside, I had this thought in my head, and it kind of disappeared when you started talking about driving and stuff. That's cool. Like, that's my. But so people are like, people like, on TikTok, I feel like there's this like late boomer like
diaries, like a lot of even vloggers do it, and I love it.
I love it for them. Yeah.
But how it's quite validating though.
Yeah.
Because it's like the one I watched, the late bloomer, like that's not like her how she advertises herself, but like she mentions it a lot in her like her captions and her templates, thumbnails, because it's giving like I've not been in a relationship my whole 20s. Like it's giving the things that people expect to have happened earlier in the years, they're happening to you later on. Or like she moved out when she was about 27, and it's giving like late blooming, because I personally want to move out. Like I've moved out, like I don't have my home is here. This is home.
That's what I'm saying. Like, for me, one thing I love about this country is how like you can kind of like imagine being back home and going to school back home. You still kind of be like you be in your parents' house, right? Like that's actually one thing I love, and like, I'm not gonna like. I feel like I might low key kick my kids out.
No, me, I'm kicking you out. So what is low-key? Leave.
Like, you're not lazy. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. By the way, guys, I love it for them. Like,
I'd rather support you in your house. Like, I'll get you an apartment, but I need them to have that.
You suffer finding an apartment like I did. Crazy.
Well, I'll pay for the rent. Yes, that's true. I'll pay the rent, but like, I need you to live by yourself, especially if you're a guy.
Like I love it. I love it for them. Like, you know, little plume and whatever it is. But personally,
my baby is quick.
The things I've learned from this moving out, I feel like I would not
have learned it.
Yeah, like there's some things that like maybe last year or 2 years ago you'll be able to say to my face and like not in a fighting manner and get away with it and like sneak by that kind of disrespect. But now, from like having to experience it all over again and like try to validate myself that I'm actually not crazy, and you did open your mouth to say that, like those kind of things, I feel like it's kind of stuff where I will not be able to experience, because if I'm in my parents' house, I will not even have the opportunity to interact with
crazy experiences. I almost said crazy people. Well,
if the shoe fits, wear it. But like interact with you to begin with, because I'm like not confined, like kind of
confined. Like, even if you're going out, you always come back here.
Yeah.
The fact that you're leaving and coming back to your own space.
And the way you're leaving for a purpose, to go to school and then you come back after class.
Or like, go to work.
and
then
then you come
find
back.
your dishwasher not working. It's not like you're going home to find food. You have not cooked. You don't have food. Me personally, I don't have food. I'm not.
Those kind of experience, I just feel
They
like
mold you.
exactly, and I just feel like having to experience it like later on in workspace is the worst thing ever.
Because now people will take advantage of the fact
exactly
that this girl,
especially in your workspace, so you will work till you work till you work. But I kind of like, you looking like the late blooming thing kind of makes me feel validated for like where I am. Like everybody moves at their own space and their own time, and that's cool.
That's cool, honestly.
Yeah.
So if you're still in your parents' house, no big deal. You will experience your life the way it's supposed to be experienced.
Exactly.
Like you're not missing out on it. Well, it's a little bit fun outside. We're not even outside. We are inside our house. But it's fun outside. But yeah, anyway, there's one thing. Okay, I wrote down a few things, and I said I didn't know the freedom was that real. Like, the way in high school, like our teachers used to say, like, oh, like now we are forcing you to come for preps, or forcing you to do this. Don't worry, when you go to uni, you don't have to do all these things. No one is waking up. I couldn't wrap my mind around that. Like, what do you mean I won't hear a bell? What do you mean the matron won't come to traumatize me and beat me up if I don't wake up? Like, I could not understand it. Now, the fact that I will wake up, it's 8. I'm like, are we going to class? Like that's your choice. You have to think, I went to this class, am I missing today's class? If I miss today's class, what is being talked about? Like, you have to think about all those things. Also, no one is making for you a timetable. The way in school used to come and they have a timetable and you just follow it. That's my work. I don't want to do that. Like, a lot of those things, like the freedom is actually what they were talking about. So I feel like, well, they told me, but like that's something I really realized when I moved away for uni.
Yeah.
Do you have another one?
Me? Moving away, I'm just trying to think. Like, I feel like our experience the freedom is real because I already woke up by myself in high school.
Oh yeah, high school's here.
Yeah. So like I already woke up by myself and like pick my courses. They just pick the time for you. So like you pick your courses, but they make this schedule, but with the courses you pick. So what I was...
Or they pick time, but you say the courses you want. It's basically the same thing we did. So you say the courses you want, but they put...
But you pick the time you want.
No, in high school?
Oh, no. Oh.
Now.
Okay.
But like in high school, you have chosen, like, when you begin, you do all the courses. After 2 years, you drop courses. Right?
After 1 semester. After 1 year.
Yeah. Then I personally I like morning classes. So I didn't used to get why you're teaching me math after lunch. I cannot hear nothing. If the sun is hot, I just had ugali, my mind is not thinking, and you want me to listen to you. Or like geography after lunch, and it's like a lot of terms. So I like my morning classes, and I really appreciate the uni gets me to do that. Yeah. Even if I'm still helped by Ella. I love you.
Anyway, I feel like the freedom is real. I experienced that by watching other people.
Oh, around you in high school?
Not in high school, yeah. Like when you say the freedom is real, like that could
how
just
people interact with freedom.
Like don't like you can tell the people they caged.
No, but that's real.
Like it doesn't make sense. Like just like if you just sit down and just watch around, you're like. They actually
you don't have to do that. Yeah. You don't have to go there. You actually don't have to.
Like you don't have to do any of those things. But and when people are like peer pressure, I'm like, what peer is pressuring? Like, cause let's be real. Like I'm like, oh, I'm going outside today. I never said, Abby, you must go outside with me today.
It's just you feeling like I have to go. But I feel like it's really important to have your kids exposed to not like them partying and everything, but just let them know like, oh, you are hanging out with your friends, or like in high school when they're like, oh mommy, I want to like go out for the movies and everything. Just make sure your child understands their principles, because like in the movies there's so much that can happen as long as they're together, teenagers with all the puberty hormones. Something shall go down, but just because they have understood what their principles are, they can honestly go wherever they want.
Like, because I actually like, I just sit down like, yeah, freedom is actually real. It's like
real.
you can tell the people that have not interacted with freedom before.
And how we want everything like all first time start, like I want to get drunk, I want to tattoos, a few piercings. Like, do you, boo? But you have the whole freaking life.
But you have your whole life to decide on things, and like nobody is rushing you. And I actually know the feeling of feeling like people are like, how I put it, because like okay, they're not interacting with people like that have had a chance in freedom. So like these things are not big deals to these people. So like okay, maybe you're interacting with somebody that already is able to do all of these things, and it's not a whole story. Like it's not a
big deal.
Yeah, it's not a conversation, and you are envy of that, and then you want it all at once. But I feel like you have to understand that person didn't get it all at once,
and also that person has become the lifestyle. Like you can just have it all. You know? And also you don't have to have just chill. Honestly, if you're watching this and you're about to move away, just know all these things, everything you've ever dreamed of,
you're going to have it.
You will see it here. You can. It's like a platter, and you can have it all. But you actually don't have to have it all. You don't have to even have what you don't want. Yeah, and
not even only that, but also you have to actually sit down with yourself and ask yourself, why do I want this thing? Like, do I like how it looks on me? Like, try it out. Like, give your self-time to
actually understand yourself.
Exactly.
I feel like it's really important for you to spend time understanding who you are before coming to uni, not like spending time fantasizing about uni, and it's like, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to go. I feel like one mistake I made, and this leads me to my next point. I'm sorry if I can't
no.
In that 1 year, I was like, I need a boyfriend. So like in my head, I was like, oh, all these movies, I'll come to uni and my books will fall, and someone will collect them for me, and we'll look into each other's eyes and we'll fall in love, and we'll be so cute in the hallway. So I feel
actually didn't want one.
No, but for me that was uni for me. I went to a girls' school, so I knew like when I come to uni it will be like, oh my gosh, I'm a gorgeous girl, like it will be. First of all, I kind of miss the not catcalling, but like, here, no, people don't catcall you. Like, you'll be looking very beautiful, and then they'll say,
I feel like people compliment.
No, they compliment you, but no one has you in the morning. Early in the morning when all of us are going to class.
8, not really class, but I work 8 a.m.
I work, yes, because like, you're interacting with them.
No, my co-workers, like customers, like just people generally.
Because you guys are having a conversation. Sha, that's valid.
I feel like
also what I'm saying is valid.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's not valid. I'm just trying to like picture it. I guess maybe because like at 8:30 a.m. or so, I'm also not seeking your compliments. So I'm trying to like put it because I'm like.
But anyway, I feel like one thing I was talking about, like self. Like getting to know yourself more during that period where you're moving away, because when you've spent more time with yourself, it's like, what do I really want, or what are my actual goals while moving away? It's not like I'm living in this fantasy waiting for something to happen. Like that might happen, like people find their love in uni or whatever, but I don't think,
like, don't put all of that, like that should not be. Like I feel like here's a thing I'm actually learning, and I'm about to, like, I feel like I'm tapping into it. Actually don't expect anything from anybody or anything, no, just anybody, but like anything. Like when I apply to something, I don't expect to get back. Like if it happens, I'm happy, but I feel like when I put all my focus on something at that moment, and I'm like,
it doesn't happen,
it's not, like that's the thing, and then I have to now put energy that I could just be using to apply to more other things. I use it to pick myself up.
Honestly, that's 100% valid. But I feel like having no expectations for people is more important than having no expectations for the things you've actually put your effort. But then
there are people that view that thing. So I'm having no expectations for people.
For them.
Like.
But how about like you try and like manifest?
I understand, but
manifesting. Like with no expectations, I understand.
I understand manifesting. Like if I'm applying for something, I obviously want it. And like, I'll pray for it that I want it. But I don't.
You're not like expecting.
I feel like something in high school, like I do a lot. Like when you do well in a grade or something, like you expect a very good grade. You put all your energy towards it, and obviously at that time in life, there was no.
Stressors.
Exactly. There were no other
waiting to remove your money from your bank.
Like you get so like I'm like, oh, okay, it always like becomes a good thing. But now I've learned to like, I apply for it, I pray for it, I want it. I'm not denying. I'm not denying the fact that I want it, because I feel like a lot of people, like when you have no expectation, they deny the fact that I'm not denying the fact. I know I want it. It's there. I applied. You know, I'm trying to get it, but I don't.
If it doesn't happen, it won't break you.
Not that it won't break me. I'll feel sad.
Yeah.
Like feel all your emotions, man. Like.
No,
don't try to empty.
True.
Like don't. I find this like if you're feeling sad, if you're feeling angry, like, bro, if you are somebody that you feel like you can't express your anger, the day that you actually express it, bro,
you might trip.
So I just feel like if you're angry, if you're sad, if you're stressed at that moment, if you're happy, feel it, like feel all your emotions.
Also, that comes back to you have to understand yourself before moving out. So someone will tell you, oh, why are you always smiling? Or why you like, I am annoyed and this is what you did, and now you are being assertive in that moment, because someone will make you annoyed and you're like, why, you know, like it's not a big deal. It's a big deal to me. Say it. However they will handle it, that's their problem. As long as you've not disrespected anyone, just say your part and leave. If you need
honestly, that's all you need to do. So just guys, I feel like it's so important to realize that, I know like from high school, like the friendship you have, you kind of put friends first, but I feel like when you come to uni, it's so important to realize that it's actually you, like not in a selfish manner, but be selfish with putting yourself first, because I feel like a lot of times people forget that, like initially in the first semester, like you're caring so much about like the friends you made in the first week that you probably would never talk to again.
No, the people we met like during how is it called, the
NSO.
It's like it was part of the process of like getting to know new people, but it does not make you a bad person if you do not become friends with all those people. Like it's filtering out. It's so the first week you get to know people, then you actually click with your own.
Then don't I feel like, bro, I learned the actually hard way. Don't hold tight onto things that are supposed to be let go of. Like, so those friendships that you've made in the first week, right? It's the third week, and you know she's acting like she's
feeling you.
Yeah, she's acting like she's not seeing you in the dining hall and stuff. Man, don't go approaching her and holding her like that. Like it's deep to you, but don't go holding onto things that, you know, that moment that you're using to hold her. Try looking for other friends that are
not even looking. How about you do what you love, and then you will find
the people that love exactly. Honestly, so like don't actually like just move, or like let go of things that are not supposed to be held onto. Was also, I feel like we're not a financial podcast, but if you want to listen to Don't Go Broke, try it. But guys, open your ear and take note as I tell you. If all of you are going to buy something and you pay for it, split that money immediately.
Immediately. Pay for your own parts.
Bro.
Because money is sensitive.
That's one financial advice. Second one.
No, please, ma. Just to add on what she has said, you need to understand that everyone, especially if you go to all unis are like that, I believe. Like people are so different in uni. I feel like in high school it might be a little bit more similar, but in uni it's so different. So everyone,
training.
Exactly.
Not everybody takes money the way you take.
Seriously.
But it was so hard to understand, and I'm like,
not everyone. Some people are being sent money every week. You are told this.
Exactly. So like, if you guys are now going out and they're ordering all the old platter,
they have their card.
You don't need to order the old platter. You ain't got anybody's card. You have your own card.
Exactly.
So you don't have to order the old platter. I feel like that is so important to realize that. No, I cannot go because I'm not able to pay that much money to go there.
Like I can't afford that.
Yeah.
And that's now when you let go of such friendships. Maybe you met in the first day and you're like, oh, we should go for drinks later. And maybe because you're still trying to be friends, you're like, oh, let me go. But you don't have to though.
I know, but like you're just like, oh, instead of drinks, we can just go for coffee because coffee is cheaper than drink. Because you know, if you go for drinks for dinner, you're probably gonna have to eat dinner.
Exactly.
But if you go for coffee right on the school campus, like coffee place, like just get, you know, $4 coffee and like, you know,
cookie. Good.
I feel like not letting go of those friendships is kind of, because those friendships can give you connections and things. Not in
will talk to your dad for you. The dad sending money. Just tell her, can I,
not in a crazy way, but I feel like you meet certain people in life for certain things. So no, don't just like, oh, I can afford the lifestyle that she's living. She's not asking you to afford the lifestyle. In her head, our lifestyle is the norm, the same way in your head your lifestyle is the norm. But okay, she asked for drinks and you know that you're going to have to get dinner later, and that's like $50. But your budget for the week is $50 and you can't just spend it on the first day of the week. Oh, how about we just grab coffee like in between my class? Like, you know,
if they say no, then that's when you understand.
If they say no, they don't want to go.
If they say no, then you know, then that's not her vibe. Like, she doesn't get
like coffee.
She wanted you to go to.
And I know, then you tell her, oh no, like, oh, I don't have time. I don't have time to go for that, or I don't think I want to do that. Because you don't want to do that. I don't have time, I don't think I want to do that. But like, that does not mean that you cannot hang out with person later on in the future or stuff like that. It's like, okay, maybe it's a good week and your budget is $100 that week, and you know, like, you can blow $30. Exactly, you can blow $30 off to go out. So like, I feel like those things is just realizing that you have to prioritize yourself. Like, even though it's not, I feel like realizing that everybody is different and you guys,
this is uni.
Yeah.
Welcome to uni. Welcome to uni. People are looking their minds. Left, right, center, but we're alright. We're
But anyway, so like, just realizing that, you know, it's not the same with everybody. And the second one, like, okay, I know there is a lot of information about budget. But for real, the name of the podcast, and I put to you, is Don't Go Broke Trying. And actually,
go listen to
and
it.
Actually, don't go broke trying. Like,
trying to impress.
Don't go broke trying. Not even that, but like, you know, I like, oh, you have things saved on your Pinterest board. Looky, nobody around you cares about those stuff. But you do. Don't go broke trying to impress you yourself.
Damn, trying to buy that outfit because you're like, oh,
I will look good
are wearing it.
Because like, but they don't care if you're wearing it. Like,
especially in unique people don't care. Oh my gosh, no one actually cares. Low-key, no one is actually seeing anyone.
You're looking like a babe. You're dressing like in everything that, you know, you've got and blow all your money on buying.
Imagine that's for you.
You come to class and you're seeing people wear PGs and nobody's complimenting you because they are all busy with their life. Nobody cares. So like, you should just get things that make you feel good. But also remember that this thing is making you feel good. Would it come back to bite you? Because if you've already go and dip into money, you should not have dipped into.
Please don't get a credit card because people are getting credit cards. I feel like that was something a lot of people were doing, like when we started, and it's like, oh, I have a credit bill, I cannot pay. Do you remember? Like when we were in Bernie.
Get a credit card, but be smart with it. Like,
but some people don't know how to use credit cards.
They get excited
because it's free-ish money.
But it's not free money. I feel like
people don't know that.
Yeah, but what you should say is like, don't get a credit card if you don't know how to use one.
What did I say?
Don't get a credit card.
No, because people are getting credit cards, so that means you don't know how to use a credit card. You're getting it because your friend said.
You said don't get a credit card. What if they know how to use a credit card? Like, learn how to use a credit card. Because like, here's the thing, right? So in some places, we're lucky. In some places, they do credit scores to rent an apartment.
Exactly. But then I'm saying, don't feel pressured to like get into all this budgets. I mean, like financial bit of uni, because I feel like that's something that used to overwhelm me. See, you're in uni, you need to understand a budget.
Yeah.
You have not handled such money before.
Okay.
You're probably being sent money to pay your fees.
Okay.
So your parents are not really like handling the money, they're just handing you money.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's also pressure of, oh, now Ayo has said you need to go listen to the podcast. Sha, please go listen to the podcast so that you cannot get overwhelmed when you get to uni. But personally, I feel like all those things used to like, because the first time I withdrew money, I was like, oh, am I getting it from checking or savings? Like, I didn't really. This is quite.
Guys.
I actually don't care because now I've learned. But then I was like asking Ella, oh, is it checking or savings? And then she was like, oh, checking. And I'm like, what's actually checking? You know, like all these things, it's important for you to learn before.
I don't know if you guys can hear my tummy is making noise. I'm so hungry. But like, I'm shocked because
you're shocked because you've been educated.
Yeah, that's why, and I'm trying not to be shocked because I'm like,
you don't have to. Different people come.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm also like. I'm like, yeah, different background.
Different background.
Because like I'm like something like that. Like I'll be like,
Exactly. So people are different. So now if they have come here and their parents are like, I remember like when I was coming to Canada, like my dad gave me some money and I was like, oh my gosh, this is actually like really pretty money and it's a lot-ish. Like I wasn't like overwhelmed, like I'm gonna splurge, but I was like, I need to be really careful. I was over careful. But also I feel like that led to like the anxiety I used to feel about like going for grocery. Like those are things you have to understand, because now I don't get anxious about like spending money on food.
But like that's a beauty of moving out. You were able to have this experience and move on from that. But I feel like learning how to not be overwhelmed with financial stuff is something that you actually have to do internally. Like it can be taught, but still take financial advice and still budget and just be like, I don't want to be overwhelmed and just leave the money there. Man,
but
don't do that.
For you to seek, unless you're like a very smart person, like you actually have goals, like this year I want to learn about like this and that financially.
Now we're telling you, so do it.
Exactly, so do it. But also, unless you're in that situation, because now we are looking at people moving, you know, like you've not been in these situations. You're like probably moving from high school, most especially, to a different country for uni, or like just
different
uni
province or something.
Exactly. So that means you've not been out there. You've just been studying.
I get, but now you're in uni, so now you can start having time to like. Nobody is saying you cannot make a mistake. Like I feel like even when people advise people of things, they don't mean you cannot make a mistake. But just remembering at the back of your mind that was a mistake and how can I go about to fix it?
So that it's not.
I need to.
Take place over and over
I need to find a way to do that. Okay, I know I get anxious about money. What are the things that make me anxious about money?
It's my mic on. It's picking it up. Right? See, it's off again. Sorry, technical issue.
But just like, what makes me overwhelmed? Like, feeling like I don't have enough money to do this. Feeling like, I'm spending the money carelessly. Like, identifying the issue and solving it is the way to like less anxiety. Like that's how I feel. But don't be like, because of you're overwhelmed and just ignore it. Like it's okay to be like I said, feel all your emotions, man. Like if you're anxious, be anxious. If you want to cry. Like
it's actually really important, because like moving away, it's like, I have to put up this, I have to be like this. Like go to your room and cry and then fix the problem, because first of all the problem is not going anywhere. So just make sure your mind is right so that you can go and deal with that problem.
Like whatever emotion you're feeling. If you're anxious about money, like not that you should be anxious like till Jesus comes, but like at that moment be anxious, and when you finally calm, ask yourself, what made me anxious? How can I solve this issue? Like the problem is right there. Find the issue and find a solution to the issue that will fix your problem. Like literally, like it's actually okay. Like it's okay to be different. I feel like, bro, I'm trying to normalize that thing. Like I wake up in the morning and I'm like, I don't feel like doing this, and that's okay, but I have to do it.
Because there's a lot of things you have to actually push yourself
to do.
I want to go to work today, I don't want to go to class, but you have to do it.
You don't want to talk to that professor because they look very mean.
You have
but you know you need that professor to pass that class.
Gotta do it, ma'am.
I actually want to take like that professor hours. Seriously. This year,
oh my gosh, so bad. Academic week on to the T. Like that's my goal.
Anyway, how many minutes have we done now? So is that all?
I feel like in uni, like moving away, you need to understand the benefits you have. I personally have not even explored all those, but I feel like my parents' money is going to waste, because there's so many benefits, especially like moving from a different country. Like if you're an international student, like just make an effort to actually get informed. I know, I feel like I say I get overwhelmed a lot on this podcast, but that's genuinely like what I'm working on. But like if I reflect on how I've like done my 2 years or like the process or the progress that has been, the first year I was like, okay, it's new, it's fun, I was also like a little bit more protected because like someone is looking for me and like I have res, and then now moving away, it's like, oh, now I have to think about these bills, these things have to be done on time, and then I have to be in class on time. So now other stressors came in. But then understanding that I actually have to take the time to think, I'm in uni, what can I do in uni, how much can I achieve in uni, because there's so much in adulthood that can happen in uni, but you are busy not following up. So then you miss out on this opportunities. So that's a new goal of mine, because just thinking about, I need to do this, like adulting used to stress me out. I'm getting a better relationship, so that's one thing.
I'm like, okay, what do I say now? Like, because I feel like for me, like, not anything weird, but I feel like we're pretty much given, like, growing up, we're given a lot of choices, and you kind of had to make your choices yourself.
Like in your household?
Like, I told this. I don't really like talking about my parents on the podcast. Like, it's not. Fine. It's nothing weird, but I just feel like, do they want this information shared? Like, that's how I feel. Like, I'm like, because I don't like when people share my information on the internet without me giving you permission to do, which somebody did today. Like, it was brand mad. Like, why would you do that? But that I would deal with you when I have your time. That's not for today. That's not for today. But so I feel like they gave us like a lot of choices. But my parents, like, work in banks, they're both accountants, like, they're both very financial literate people. So when it comes to money and stuff, they were a little bit, this is what it means. This is what
finance daughter.
This is what it means. This is what you have to do. This is how you do it. Like, whenever I'm having like anything new, maybe like my bank send me an email, just call my mom, like, what does this mean? Like, you understand? So I feel like we choices in life, we're quite given we're given a lot of choice, and then we have to make like things that normally parents will make for you. Like when I was applying to uni, I literally just sat on my bed, applied, showed my mom the list of application, and if I need any document that I don't have, collect exactly. Like, I literally picked the uni I wanted to apply by myself, like research about res, I will have to apply for res by myself, like shop for my dorm by myself.
Well, look, I did all those
like
myself. I came alone, mom.
Like shopping my dorm, like literally, like my parents came, like, cause when they brought me to uni, and they're like, when did you get that? Like, it was honestly like, just like, I feel like that's just the way we grew up. Like, nobody's always gonna, it's kind of sad, but it's true, nobody's always gonna be there for you, but we kiss and tell,
we gonna be there.
Exactly. So if you've not subscribed,
you're gonna miss out, babe. You will miss out.
If you've not liked,
please, Jerry, like, just do it.
If you've not followed us on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever it is that you listen to, TikTok.
Anyway, I just remembered something. Please do all that. About, like, well, I guess I'll just compliment you again. I feel like I really admire the friends maybe I did it unconsciously, but the friends that I've made, I made them because I was looking up at certain characteristics unknowingly. But then I also feel like in that moment, it wasn't like I was being friends with you because, oh my gosh, she has that, I want it. It was because, like, I feel like God just had it in store, and also like what my heart desired.
That's
like,
crazy, man. Because like in Benny, I felt like I was disturbing you. Because like I was always coming to your room and stuff, and like, because I actually really wanted to be your friend so bad. Like, I hear you.
I was already like, all my friends are short. Like, I have a type.
That is crazy.
No, but literally, I was like, oh my god, she's so tiny.
Like, I literally will come, like, when we go for dinner, I'm like, Abby, do you want to go for dinner? Yeah. Like, I was like, oh my god. Like, at some point, like, I feel like, oh, maybe, because, like, that's when we started losing first week friend, and I was like, I was so scared. Yeah. But then when we found ourselves in the same friend group, I was like, yeah, this was meant to be. This was meant to be.
Let me finish my compliment. Sorry. My thing is, I feel like God knew what my heart desire was, and he knew what I needed in my uni journey. So like you talking about like your finances, or like how this island has so much benefits
Yeah.
that people don't open their eyes to. Like, there's even more that I've not seen, but like I
Yeah.
keep learning about you, or like how Ella like just elaborates herself, like how she carries herself
Yeah.
and how she talks in class. I'm like, yeah, the smart one, that one, she's my friend. But you know, like it just makes me so happy that these are the people God aligned me
Yeah.
with, because it's in uni, like it's so hard once you are in the wrong company.
Yeah.
And now you're like, oh my gosh, they're actually
Everyone.
my friends. Like, I love them,
Yeah.
you know. But then these are good people that are not good for you.
Yeah.
But now, how can you detach? Now, that's another problem you have to deal with. So just genuinely ask God to take you to the right places. And also, you have the power. Like, if you know you don't like partying,
Yeah.
don't hang out to them, because they won't stop partying. Like, people party.
Don't
bad.
change people, man. Like, you know,
You can't change them.
exactly, you know, they're to change. I feel like, actually feel like somebody wanted to change me. It's weird, but I feel like like I like something today, tomorrow I hate it, and
Exactly.
I feel that like emotionally I'm okay with that.
It's not like hate, it's just like you want to do what you want whenever you want. It's not
Exactly. And I'm okay with that. I'm preparing for the life of a rich free person. And that's valid.
like, on my schedule, please.
Like, and that's valid.
Yeah.
So I feel like at some point I felt like a specific friend was hammering things that I was interested in yesterday, but today
Yeah, like,
not
ask
so
me,
much.
am I interested? Am I down to do this today? No.
Not so much. Like, don't make decisions for me. Like, and I feel like that was like, don't do that.
So if you've not got it, remember, guys, if you are to take something from this podcast, what did you say that podcast is called?
Don't go broke. Try it.
That's number one. Second, please make sure you have spent time with yourself and understood who you are.
Yes.
Because now, if you don't know who you are and your friend is trying to make the decision for you, how will you make the decision?
Sure.
You will go with her own, and it's not what God wanted you to do. Please sit down with
Other
yourself.
than
and
listen to the
understand.
Don't Go Broke Try podcast, don't actually go broke. Try it. What else again do we talk about?
Those were the pointers.
Yeah.
Financial freedom. You have to educate yourself.
Yeah.
Like, seek information.
Freedom is actually real, but don't let freedom you. Like,
oh,
do you get? Don't let freedom free you. Like, do you
Just
understand?
come free. Come and meet the freedom free.
Yeah.
Actually, like, it's not a big deal. Like,
Yeah.
you know. But yeah.
Anyway, so I think that's it on today's episode.
That's it, guys.
Oh
We have
my.
started back to school
series. Kids until academy. Kids until academy.
Bro, it looks like fall outside. I'm not excited for the cold.
I feel like this was meant to be to set us in the mood.
I
In
went
the
to
mood that we're
Boston
about to be
yesterday.
like, never mind, guys.
Yeah,
like,
never mind.
I was
I'm
about
not
to-
interested.
when I saw the rain, I was like, are we really sure we're doing this
Bro,
today?
us with our cute outfits in the rain.
We're actually dedicated. Like, can we talk about that for one
No,
second?
but good job, team.
Like, what actually, like, I've never seen this kind of I don't have this kind of
No.
dedication in my daily life. Like, I do not.
I've been
Like,
doing laundry since morning. It's
actually
not
feel you.
ending.
I only did one batch and I'm already like, not getting back downstairs.
Exactly. But Sha,
Yeah.
it's all because of this. It's a passion.
Bro, I really actually, I hope our goals have been there and stuff. Like,
Yeah,
anyway.
it's the little goals. We wanted the fact that we didn't sit down and say, like,
Yeah.
oh, maybe we shouldn't do back to school
Yeah.
series. Now we have a whole academy.
Don't remind me, I have like a little thing. Guys, so in the morning, oh my, that was so cool.
No, it can be with 10.
Yeah. She's like, that would be so cool.
Sorry.
No, you didn't. Like, what was it? Anyway, guys, let's end the episode. Yeah. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe.
Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share. It's a
Yeah.
whole series. It's gonna be so
Yeah.
educating. We will actually make sure we have
More to come.
more to come in, like such
Yeah.
information to come and give to you what we actually need to give to you guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Don't miss out. Like.
Oh, also, tell us, what do you guys think is essential to take to you?
Please.
What do you
Take.
think? What do you think is essential, man? What do you think? Like, let people know so we can, repost your comments for people to actually pick.
And this will be easier if you're following us on Instagram, because Instagram is really easy to communicate. You can send us a DM, weekly chat reply,
like forms, like anything. Like just like, don't worry, just reference what it is you're trying to talk about. We're gonna get it.
Yeah.
So we can create a back to school list for people from you guys.
Please do.
Bye,
and
guys.
we have the queen of internet. She'll find all the links for you guys. Don't worry.
Bye, guys.
See ya. See you on the next one.